Hello, Gemini. Elsie here to do a reading for you, my friends. It is not a reading for the week ahead. It is a reading. It's a peek into 2024, giving you sort of an overview of some things that might come up for you in 2024. We're going to look at love, career, and finances for you. Let's figure it out. Gemini, thank you so much for all the attention you've given my videos this year. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for that, for being in the comments, your likes, your shares, your subscribes. It all leads up to building this Gemini tribe here at Ten of Cups Tarot, and you're doing just a fine job. Thank you so much for doing that. Let's take a look at it here. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What is coming up for Gemini? What is coming up for Gemini? All right. So for love, we have power. Oh, I like it, Gemini. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. Look, you're never stuck in a place where you feel like it feels like it's like you, even if you commit to something, like, so somebody calls you for dinner and says, hey, do you want to go to this place for dinner? And then at the last minute, you're like, you know what, I don't really feel very well. I'm just going to call this person and tell them no. You don't have to go through with it, even if you don't want to, right? You don't have to go through with whatever you don't want to. It's your power, my friend. So I think in 2024, you're going to be in the power position as it pertains to love and things of the heart. You instinctively know what is right for you. So you're listening to your intuition in 2024, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. Just because you commit to a date, just because you commit to dating someone, it's not like you can't walk away. Please know that you can always make the decision to walk away. We have a secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. All right. Let's take a look at career. It's coming up in the career energy for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Gemini, please. Gemini career for 2024. Tell me about Gemini, please. It's coming up in career for Gemini. Oh, what is there? Friends, family, and guides. Interesting. We will look to see what that's about. I feel like you might be getting some... It feels like you might be getting some information or a job lead or help with your career, or maybe people cheering you on in your current career from family, friends, and guides. So some of it's going to be in downloads, and some of it is going to be from people on the earth, family and friends. It says guides, and really when people leave the earth, they can become our guides, right? They can be guiding us to places where we're unaware of. I'm just saying that because she seems to be floating above the water. So it could be somebody who is on the other side. The title of the card is Spirit. So it could be somebody from the other side who's guiding you as well, but we'll look at that a little closer. Tell me about finances for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, please. Tell me about finances for Gemini. Ooh, I like it. Healing. It's good. I like it. That's great. So we have card number 13, and 13, of course, is the devil. So I'm going to say that... sorry, not the devil, it's the death card. And I'm going to say that it feels like you're about to get some stability in your finances, because we do have card number 13, which means that something is about to end. And I think it's the end of the instability of your finances, and when something ends, something must begin. I feel like you're healing the finances in 2024. Whatever that means, we'll find out with the tarot. We've got Firefly and Wonder. We've got card number 44. That's a lot of balance and stability. You've got another 4 here. 1 and 3 is 4. It's a lot of stability. I feel like you're walking into 2024 with far more stability financially, with your friends, family, with love. You're stepping into your power, deciding that you're going to make the moves, you're going to make the decisions that are best for you. You're not going to stay in any wishy-washy relationships or connections that no longer serve you. All right. Let's take a look at tarot. Go here. Tell me about power in love, please. You instinctively know what is right for you, Gemini. You know it. And if it's not right for you, get the heck out of there. Get the heck out of Dodge. Go. Don't be talked into things you don't want to be talked into. So possibly you meet somebody and you find after 2 or 3 dates that there's just some fundamental differences, or things that you can't agree on, or maybe there's just no chemistry. Get out of there. Don't stay there just because you don't want to hurt somebody. There's all kinds of ways you can say it kindly and compassionately, but it's time for you to start making the decisions to walk away from anything that doesn't serve you as in terms of love. We've got the King of Swords. Yes, that's exactly what I was talking about, right? So the King of Swords, of course, in this general reading is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and so it's time for you to start making decisions about what you want. It is the power is literally in his hands, right? The power is in your hands here. So the power is up to you. It's whatever you decide that it is. And of course, we're always going to take other people's feelings into consideration, but you don't need to go along to get along. You don't need to do that anymore. It's time for you to make the decisions that are best for you in your life, regardless of how another person feels about it. And being the King of Swords is not an easy job. I just want to say, when you're the person who is far more interested in the facts and the honesty than you are in the emotion of it, it can become very burdensome for another person. It can also become very burdensome for you. The King of Swords is making decisions, saying things factually and honest. It can be a little bit of cringe-worthy energy. Like, it's like, no, I can't do that. I got to cut it off. It's done. So I feel like it can leave you with some heavy burdens. In fact, it feels like there is a decision that you have to make coming up that is going to leave you with a heavy burden here, because you are stepping into your power as somebody who is no longer going to just go with the flow. Yeah. I It's like, up until now, you let people tell you how the relationship was going to be, feminine or masculine. You let people tell you how the relationship was going to go, or how this dating situation is going to go. And I feel like you're like, nah, nah, bro. Four of Cups in the reverse is like, I'm not letting everyone around me do whatever they want, where I'm just silent and not saying anything. It's time for me to be expressive. It's time for me to let people know exactly how I feel in the relationship. And so it feels like you're about to step into your power. Yeah, that's what it feels like. You're coming out of this energy of the Four of Cups, of being in redundant relationships, being in boring relationships, places where you don't want to be, but you're not leaving because you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. But we have the power, right? And you are the one that has the power going into 2024. And I feel you're going to make cuts as you should, as you feel that you need to. Doesn't mean it's not going to burden you, my friend. But I feel like those burdens don't last a long time, because we come in on the 10 wands. We're not collecting wands anymore at this point. We're dropping burdens, right? And I feel like you're just taking over the situation because you don't want to be carrying burdens in relationships anymore, or burdensome relationships. And that goes for friends, that goes for love, that goes for family. You don't want to be carrying. I think in 2024, you are showing up bossed up here. You are showing up as someone who is very confident. You are showing up as someone who has built yourself to here. You're self-made, you're self-built, right? The Nine of Pentacles. Being confident, having your own business possibly, but if not your own business, the having the ability to manage your own 3D world, whether that is the house you want to buy, the car you want to buy. It's like you're not really answering to anybody here. We have the Page of Wands in the reverse, which tells me that you're no longer jumping into things out of spontaneity. You're no longer jumping into things. I feel like you're going to think things out. That's Pentacle energy, right? The Nine of Pentacles, you don't get from the Ace to the Nine unless you've moved really methodically, slowly, on point, crossing all the T's, dotting all the I's. And the Page of Wands showing up in the reverse tells me that you're no longer being impulsive with the decisions that you make as it pertains to love. We have the Eight of Cups, and so it feels like you will in fact walk away if you need to. And that's what that whole card of power is. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. And so that's what these tarot cards are confirming here. Confirming that it is the Eight of Cups, that you will completely and totally walk away after making a judgment, because the page in the reverse is not putting any energy into it. I'm not putting any more energy into this if I'm just going to walk away. We have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Tower, and we have the Four of Pentacles. So it feels like at some point there is a Tower here, and it may have to do with, it feels like an investment that you've already made in someone. That's what it feels like. I want to say that there's an investment that you make in someone, or that you made in someone in 2023, and you're feeling like the investment possibly was not the best idea. That it may have been something that you jumped into at the time because you wanted stability, but you already have stability and you don't want this pentacle. We've got 9 pentacles here. 9 and 1 is 10. I don't think that you want to further give any further energy to or invest in a situation that you've already said yes to. This is going to be a sticky situation for some of you. We've got the 4 of Pentacles here. For some of you, this could be you decided to go exclusive with somebody, and now you're not feeling it. You feel like you said yes to somebody. Yes, I'll be your boyfriend. Yes, I'll be your girlfriend. Yes, we'll be an item, and we'll tell people that. But it feels like the Tower comes along and gives you a realization that you're already complete by yourself, and that this isn't really something that you wanted. It's almost something it feels like you thought that you wanted. Maybe you impulsively jumped in, but I feel like it's telling me exactly what the card of Power is telling me here. I just want to quickly clarify the Tower because I don't want to leave you with the Tower energy here in this love energy. Tell me about this Tower. What is the Tower, please? What is the Tower for Gemini in 2024? This is an overview of 2024 in love. And so this isn't around the corner. This isn't happening tomorrow or next week. This is something that you're going to come upon. And you might come upon it slowly. We are looking at Pentacles here, right? Because the 9 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You might come upon this slow realization that something that you've gotten yourself into in terms of love is not something that you intend to be with forever. Tell me about the Tower, please. Tell me about the Tower for Gemini in love. We've got the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. It feels like you've decided here that you don't want to get married. You don't really want a relationship with this person. It's like you don't really want to settle down, or this particular person that you might be in a relationship with, or that you might meet throughout the year. I feel like it's the first relationship that you have. So whether that's now going and you're taking that relationship into 2024, or it's someone that you meet in 2024, take it as it resonates. But it feels like you have a realization that this is not where I want to be. I don't want to be with this person. I don't think this is a long-term relationship. It feels like you were trying to make this decision for a long time. The 2 of Swords is in the reverse, and that tells me that a decision is being made to end it. Yeah. So it feels like you are taking control of your love life, and you're no longer allowing people to talk you into things you don't want to be in. And I think that's really great. I think that's great. It's hard, but it's very great. Yeah. Okay. Let's look at career energy. Tell me about Gemini in career, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about what's coming up in career for Gemini. Because we have the family, friends, and guides here. Why do we have family, friends, and guides in terms of career for Gemini, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I don't know why you wouldn't be taking charge of your career, because you're certainly taking charge of the love life. That's for sure. Tell me more about this. We have the 5 of Swords. It feels like somebody's arguing with themselves as to whether they should continue on the path that they're on, or whether we should keep moving here. Look at that. We've got 5 of Swords, 8 of Swords, and we have the Moon. Yeah, it's exactly what I was saying as the cards are coming out. You have not made a decision, but I feel like you want to make a decision to have some sort of change. You're stuck here, though. It feels like you're stuck in your mind. You can't make a decision. Should I walk away? I'm not sure. At what cost will I walk away? That's the 5 of Swords. But I feel like what you have here, though, is family, friends, and guides. I feel like you're going to be guided as to what to do here. And it's in the Moon energy. It's Piscean and Cancer energy, which is your psychic energy. You might have those in your Moon and Rising somewhere in your chart, but it feels like you have some sort of water energy here that is going to help you slip out of the 8 of Swords. We have the Hierophant, we have the Ace of Cups, and we have the Ace of Swords. So I feel like there is a job that you've been at for a very long time. or a career. Take it as it resonates. There's a career path that you've been on for a very long time. You decided long ago. Maybe you took a course. Maybe you have a PhD. Maybe you're doing something that you went to school for a long time for, and that's your path. You know everything about it. You are the subject matter expert. You're the teacher. You're the one who's teaching everyone else about it, and you really love it. But you're questioning. You need to, it's like you have this idea in the moon energy. Is this really where I want to stay for the rest of my life? I have questions. It feels like you love what you do, but you are looking at some sort of a new beginning. In swords, though, you might be talking to a family or a friend or someone who is going to guide you to a different solution. It feels like you've been, because Taurus is very stuck, right? It's fixed energy. Taurus can be very stuck, and sometimes, we can be called stubborn. I say we because I'm a Taurus sun, but it can be, maybe you're a Taurus Gemini cusp, and maybe you've been, you've been the loyal one on this path, the teacher, teaching people. It could be something about emotions. Maybe you're a counselor or a psychologist or something like that, and it feels like there's like an idea that comes up out of nowhere because the moon is here. An idea comes up and it's time to move forward here. I think that you're sort of stuck, but it feels like somebody is going to bring you a new idea. A new idea for moving forward in your career. I think you've been on the same path for a long while at this point. And is this change? Is it time to change? We've got the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like we have this, as we're looking at the Nine of Pentacles in terms of your career, it is a lucrative position. It's a place where you are being cherry-picked because of your knowledge, because your stability, because of your confidence, because you look and smell good, because you're a leader. And that's why somebody is going to offer you, going to come up with some sort of big idea here. It could be a big idea to get out of your career and into a business, because this person is an entrepreneur. This person is self-made, right? They've planted the Ace of Pentacles by themselves, and they've grown it all the way to the Nine by themselves. We have the Page of Pentacles, so you don't know if you want to put any energy into this. You're going to get some sort of a really good, lucrative career prospect in 2024 that is something that you're going to hesitate on. You're not really sure. It might have to do with a creative aspect, and it might be something that, although you don't necessarily know if you want to be all in on, I feel it looks like a really great new beginning here. This is passion and ignited, right? This is your creativity ignited. You start thinking about all the ways that this thing is going to work out for you. It is something new, it's brand new, and somebody brings it to you as an idea. So it could be a family, friend, could be part of your family or friend, or someone who is a guide for you. And it could be a guide from the other side, absolutely. But I feel like because you're the subject matter expert, it could be the higher self, or it could be literally your guides that are telling you it's time to move on. Okay. Let's talk about your finances. Tell me about finances for Gemini, please, in 2024. Tell me about the finances, the healing of the finances. Tell me about this, please, for Gemini. Okay, so something's about to transform. Something is ending, so another thing can begin. We're burning down the house here. It feels like whatever you learned about money, whatever you know about finances, I feel like this is about to transform or change. It feels like if you've been having a hard time with your financials up to here, and I'm just going to point out card 13 and the card 13. We've got 1313. That could be an angel number for somebody, card number 13, and card number 13 is the death card. So it feels like there is all kinds of transformation here, and 1313 could be an angel number for you. Take it as it resonates. We have the Knight of Wands. It happens quickly. So I want to say it happens probably, I'm going to say before Aquarius season, which is the 20th, or maybe around Aquarius season. Something to do, oh yes, Pluto's going to be in Aquarius. There's lots of hard changes coming up. Quick changes. Things are going to snap into line pretty quickly. I mean, Aquarius wouldn't have it any other way. And Pluto is like in your face. Pluto's not waiting for you to make a decision. So I want to say that there is something that changes quickly here. And it might be regarding your home, where you live, your home life. So you might get an offer on the house and you weren't intending on selling it. You might get an offer on moving in with somebody. Um, it's about your finances though. It's like you meet somebody and you decide that you're going to move in together so you don't have to pay two mortgages, but it's something to do with the home state. So either you're maybe selling a house and getting some money, but maybe you're downsizing or upsizing. It has something to do with your finances, and it's happening quickly. So it feels like it's probably going to happen in January. Um, this big change here, this big transformation. We do have the Temperance card, so you are getting a lot of balance, healthy finances, making good decisions financially because you're not scared to speak up, because you are here as the Queen of Swords. Feminine or masculine, you're someone who is now liberated financially. You're no longer going to allow people to let the bookkeeper do it, let the accountant take care of it. You're not going to do that stuff anymore. I feel like you're taking charge of it by yourself and you are liberating yourself. And so you're now making your money work for you instead of working for your money. I like that. And the Eight of Pentacles is here. So I think you've worked really hard all year, and it feels like maybe you've been saving up for something here. The Eight of Pentacles, as it pertains to finances, is again like the Nine of Pentacles, right? It's like you planted this seed, and now maybe it's a house that has appreciated over the years, and it's time to maybe you've paid off the house and now it's time to sell it. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. But it looks like you are, your finances are growing steadily in 2024. We do have the Devil. Why is that? We have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. And we have, the King of Pentacles. Okay, so we have the Judgment card here. So you know what? As it pertains to your finances, I really do feel, Gemini, that you're going to be making a really big decision this year as it pertains to where you live, how much that cost is. I think that you're going to, it's like in this housing market right now, I feel like you're going to sell your house for like an astronomical amount. That's what it feels like, because it goes right from the Four of Wands to the Eight of Pentacles, which tells me that you're set up pretty well. You're pretty much in balance. You've got self-mastery of your money. You're mastering the finances this year, and you're doing it because you are the Queen of Swords. We are looking here at the bottom here. We've got the Devil. We've got the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, no longer being codependent on anyone. You're making these decisions apart from what anybody thinks. The Queen of Pentacles goes into the reverse when she is trying to look over her abundance, looking at all the details. Am I okay? Am I doing all right? Is everything, sometimes the Queen can give too much, right? Because that's Capricorn. Of course, Taurus, Virgo also in this reading, but that person is an overgiver. So looking at the finances, going toward myself inward, and realizing at the end of it all that I am the King of Pentacles. I am the one that's in charge solely of my finances, of my pentacle world. I want to say that with the devil's here to tempt you, right? It's temptation and seduction. So this could be like, you might be tempted to buy another house, or you might be tempted to maybe get bigger, like more square footage or something, and spend more. So I think that there's going to be temptations in your finances, but I think you come out as the King of Pentacles at the end of it all. Oh, I just looked at the timer here on the clock and it said 2333. So there's you might be seeing synchronicities that are telling you that things are going to be okay. Maybe you think they're about love and maybe they're about finances. Take it as it resonates. But I think that everything is turning out well. You're making some sort of really big decision as you go into 2024 here, and it's like something you're going to walk away from. I feel like something that you're going to make a decision on, a hard decision, you're going to walk away from it, and maybe it doesn't make you feel very good at the beginning, but I think it was the right thing to do. So there is a really big decision that's coming up for you here, my friend, as it pertains to, it could be for any one of these. It could be love, love or a career or finances. I think the big decision is probably about the finances, though. All right, I'm going to go, Gemini. Thank you so much for coming here and watching. I appreciate you. Happy New Year, my friend. I'll be back because I'm always back. You know that I am. Love you guys. Bye.